So, there I was, fresh off the plane in South Korea. The excitement was palpable, but so was the anxiety. I had dreamt of this moment for months, planning every detail meticulously, yet as soon as I stepped out of the airport, reality hit me like a ton of bricks. Land of K-pop, kimchi, and absolutely no English. The vibrant streets of Seoul were alive with energy, and the air was filled with the tantalizing aroma of street food. But amidst the hustle and bustle, I felt like an alien who had just landed on a different planet. Okay, slight exaggeration. But with my limited Korean vocabulary, hello, thank you, and BTS, it basically felt like I was mute. I clutched my phrasebook like a lifeline, hoping it would magically translate the world around me. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Signs? Nope, couldn't read them. They might as well have been ancient runes. Every street sign, every shop name, every advertisement was a cryptic puzzle that I had no hope of solving. Announcements? Sounded like someone was gargling with the alphabet soup. The rapid-fire Korean over the loudspeakers was a symphony of sounds that I couldn't decipher. It was like being in a concert where everyone knew the lyrics except me. It was both terrifying and hilarious. I couldn't help but laugh at my own predicament. Here I was, a grown adult, feeling like a lost child in a candy store. The locals seemed to find my confusion amusing too, which in a way was comforting. Imagine a whole country speaking in emojis and you're stuck with only the thumbs up. That was me. My phone became my best friend, but even Google Translate had its limits. Sometimes the translations were more confusing than the original text. First mission: find my hotel. Easy, right? Wrong. The address was in Korean, and my map reading skills were questionable at best. I wandered the streets hoping to stumble upon my destination by sheer luck. My instructions were written in Korean, which might as well have been hieroglyphics. I tried to match the characters on the paper to the signs around me, but it was like playing a game of mismatched puzzles. I wandered around, flashing the paper to strangers like a lost puppy. Most people smiled sympathetically, but their directions were a blur of words and gestures that I couldn't follow. I felt like I was in a live-action game of charades. Eventually, a kind soul took pity on me. A young woman, probably in her 20s, approached me with a warm smile. She spoke a few words of broken English, enough to understand my plight. Her kindness was a beacon of hope in my sea of confusion. With a mix of broken English and wild hand gestures, they pointed me in the right direction. We laughed at our mutual struggle to communicate, but her patience and willingness to help were heartwarming. It was a reminder that kindness transcends language barriers. I swear I've never been so happy to see a hotel lobby in my life. The sense of relief was overwhelming. I had made it, despite the odds. This was just the beginning of my adventure in Korea, and I knew there would be many more challenges ahead. But for now, I was content. I had survived my first test and I was ready for whatever came next. If you enjoyed this adventure, make sure to subscribe to the Globebit YouTube channel for more travel stories and tips. Stay tuned for the next chapter of my Korean journey. Seoul. Vibrant, bustling, and did I mention written in Korean? Seriously, the street signs looked like abstract art projects. Circles, squares, squiggles. I half expected them to start dancing to K-pop. The subway system? Another adventure. Trying to figure out the lines and stations was like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. I once ended up in a random neighborhood miles away from my destination. Hey, at least I got to see more of the city, right? I escaped the chaos of Seoul for a few days, heading to a smaller town. Surely communication would be easier here, right? Wrong again. If anything, there was even less English, but you know what? It didn't matter as much. People were incredibly kind and patient. We communicated through smiles, nods, and a whole lot of pointing. I learned that a shared laugh transcends any language barrier. Now let's talk about food. Korean cuisine is amazing. But ordering? That's a different story. Menus were often only in Korean. My strategy? Point, smile, and hope for the best. Sometimes it worked out great. Other times? Not so much. I once ended up with a bowl of something that tasted like fermented fish and despair. Still, it was all part of the adventure. Section 5. The app is my friend. Thank God for technology. And, pictures of food. Thank goodness for translation apps. They became my lifeline. Need to ask for directions? App. Want to know what you're about to eat? App. Need to decipher a bathroom sign? You guessed it, app. And let's not forget the power of pictures. Food photos became my best friend when ordering. Point, show, eat. Technology, you are a lifesaver. Section 6. Beyond words. finding connection in laughter, kindness, and shared humanity. In a world that often feels divided by language, culture, and geography, it's easy to forget the simple, universal experiences that bind us together. One of the most profound ways we connect is through laughter, kindness, and our shared humanity. The language barrier was frustrating at times, no doubt. Navigating a foreign country where you don't speak the language can be daunting. You find yourself relying on maps, translation apps, and the occasional kind soul who speaks a bit of your language. But these moments of confusion and struggle often lead to unexpected connections. But it also led to some of the most genuine and heartwarming interactions. When words fail, laughter becomes a universal language. A shared joke, a funny misunderstanding, or even just the joy of being in a new place can bring people together in ways that words sometimes can't. I experienced the kindness of strangers who went out of their way to help, even with limited shared language. These moments of kindness were not just about solving a problem, they were about human connection. A local offering directions, a stranger helping with a language barrier, or someone simply offering a smile can make all the difference. I learned that communication is so much more than just words. It's about the gestures we make, the expressions on our faces, and the tone of our voice. A simple hand gesture, a nod, or a smile can convey more than 1,000 words ever could. These nonverbal cues are powerful tools for building connections. It's about shared smiles, gestures of goodwill, and the understanding that we're all just trying to figure things out. In these moments we realize that, despite our differences, we are all part of the same human experience. We all seek connection, understanding, and a sense of belonging, and sometimes, the simplest acts of kindness and shared laughter are all it takes to remind us of our shared humanity. Section 7. Baby Steps to Korean. Learning the magic words that make life easier. I'm not gonna lie, I started picking up some basic Korean. Nothing fancy, but enough to get by. Please, thank you, excuse me. These little phrases go a long way. Plus, locals appreciate the effort. Even butchering a few words will get you a smile and a nod of approval. It shows you're trying, and that counts for a lot. Section 8. Embrace the unknown. It's not about perfection, it's about trying. Here's the thing about language barriers. They're meant to be broken. It's not about being fluent, it's about being willing to try, to stumble, to laugh at your mistakes. Embrace the awkwardness, use your hands, draw pictures, make those funny faces. You might be surprised by how much you can communicate, even without words. Section 9. The joy of connection. How a language barrier became a bridge. Looking back, my time in South Korea was an incredible adventure. The landscapes were breathtaking, from the bustling streets of Seoul to the serene countryside. Every corner of the country had a story to tell, and I was eager to listen. Sure, the language barrier was there, but it didn't stop me from experiencing the culture, connecting with people, and creating unforgettable memories. I remember wandering through vibrant markets where the air was filled with the aroma of street food and the chatter of locals. Even though I couldn't understand every word, the smiles and gestures spoke volumes. In the end, the language barrier wasn't a wall, but a bridge. It was a bridge that connected me to the heart of South Korea, to its people and their stories. I found that kindness and curiosity were universal languages that transcended words. It pushed me to step outside my comfort zone, to rely on my intuition and on the kindness of strangers. There were moments of confusion, but they were always met with patience and warmth. Asking for directions became an adventure in itself, often leading to unexpected friendships and shared laughter. And in doing so, it opened my eyes to a whole new way of experiencing the world. I learned to appreciate the beauty of human connection, the joy of discovering new cultures, and the thrill of stepping into the unknown. South Korea taught me that sometimes the most meaningful experiences come from the challenges we face and the bridges we build along the way. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe to the GlobeBit YouTube channel for more adventures and travel stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we explore new destinations and share more incredible experiences. Don't miss out on the exciting content we have in store for you. Travel stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we explore new destinations and share more incredible experiences. Don't miss out on the exciting content we have in store for you. Travel stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we explore new destinations and share more incredible experiences. Don't miss out on the exciting content we have in store for you. Travel stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we explore new destinations and share more incredible experiences. Don't miss out on the exciting content we have in store for you. travel stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we explore new destinations and share more incredible experiences. Don't miss out on the exciting content we have in store for you. Travel stories. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we explore new destinations and share more incredible experiences. Don't miss out on the exciting content we have in store for you.